What's up everyone, Don Elmi here, and hope everybody's been having an awesome Halloween. And so I thought today would be a good time for me to discuss this film that I was watching on Shudder. I did a trailer reaction for it earlier this month, and it is VHS 94. VHS 94 is the fourth film of the VHS horror franchise. Now, prior to seeing VHS 94, I've mostly just been fond of the first two films. VHS released in 2012 and VHS 2 released in 2013. VHS 2 I thought was scarier and had better stories than VHS 1, but I definitely consider VHS 1 an upgrade compared to the third film, VHS Viral. Ugh, what a train wreck that was. What I've loved about VHS is how it combines horror anthology with found footage. I always loved horror anthology. You know, there are several examples of this, such as Creepshow, Tales from the Dark Side the movie, and of course the much more recent hit, Trick or Treat, which I always revisit every Halloween. And of course found footage. There are plenty of examples of found footage, such as Blair Witch Project, Wreck, Cloverfield, and long list of others. And I think it's very unique how they just managed to combine both, you know, each story taking place on a separate VHS tape. And up until now, I thought VHS 2 was the best one, but VHS 94 is where I feel like they really just went above and beyond. It was the comeback that they desperately needed after VHS Viral. And I just felt like all the stories were absolutely terrifying. Every single one of them had a steady buildup of suspense, and they all just led up to a very shocking conclusion. And I can't tell which story out of the four was my favorite. You know, they were just all so good. I mean, the first story focused on a news reporter searching into a urban legend, the Rat Man, in a sewer, and meets an outcome that she was not expecting. And the second story were focused on a woman working the night shift at a funeral parlor, and the only company that she had was the dead body in the coffin that may or may not be showing signs of life. And the third story focused on the experiments of a mad scientist to create cybernetic super soldiers. Now that one I thought was extremely brutal. Oh man. Now that I think was the most disturbing story of them all. Yeah, I mean, VHS, they don't play around when it comes to disturbing content and gore. And of course the fourth story, where they focus on a white supremacist group that is using this new secret weapon deriving from a supernatural entity. Oh man, yeah, like seriously, all of these stories were just so amazing. And all of these stories are being viewed by members of a SWAT team who are searching a building and come across a very shocking conspiracy. And I think VHS 94 had some of the best stories, some of the best segments of the entire franchise. Because before this, I thought VHS 2 had a lot of good ones. For the first VHS had, you know, some good ones, but then there was one segment that I thought was pretty dull, and one that I felt like I could just easily skip. You know, there was just not much going on with it. There were still some good moments, especially the first story, Amateur Night. If you've seen the first film, yeah, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, definitely look at it. You will understand why I found that one to be creepy. A few weeks back when I did the trailer reaction to VHS 94, I was really hoping that this is the one that they would bounce back, that they would make a comeback and present me with something that I would absolutely enjoy. And this time they did not disappoint. I mean, VHS 94 was just so well executed. There was just not one moment where I was not feeling on edge. I was just like, especially during the funeral parlor segment, the second segment, where the woman was trapped with the dead body. Oh man, it's just like, I'm just waiting for, I don't know, maybe the coffin to move or a noise and her to investigate. Oh, you know, these stories really had a way of putting you in suspense. So I give VHS 94 a 7.5 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will definitely be doing some more horror movie reviews real soon. In the meantime, hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.